At the wedding reception, my wife spent the entire evening twirling on the dance floor with her male best friend, her laughter echoing like distant thunder while I faded into the shadows. When a curious guest spotted her ring and asked if she was married, she tossed her head back with a smirk and replied, "Sort of, but it hardly matters when he's this dull." The group erupted in chuckles. I stood there, the air thick with champagne and betrayal, watching it all unfold. By morning, she stirred in an empty bed. That's how my marriage crumbled last Saturday night. Not in a storm of shouts or shattered glass, but in the sharp sting of her mocking giggle, slicing through the glittering ballroom like a knife. Let me rewind. I'm Alex. My wife, ex-wife now, is Sophia. We'd been hitched for 4 years. From the outside, it all gleamed. A cozy home, sleek cars, the picture-perfect life. But beneath it, cracks spiderweb through the core. I'd sensed it for over a year. I'm the type who notices the subtle shifts, the way shadows lengthen before dusk. And what caught my eye was Jake, her so-called best friend, more like a brother, she claimed. Early on, I played the laid-back spouse, convincing myself their bond was ancient history, harmless. But in that final year, a shift hit like a cold wind. Her entitlement swelled, bloating like storm clouds, while her regard for me withered away. Those warning signs, they started as faint whispers, then roared into blaring alarms I couldn't ignore. It was the endless texts, her phone tilted just out of view whenever his name lit the screen, the way she'd weave him into every chat, stacking my decisions against what Jake would do. The breaking point came 8 months back. I'd poured weeks into scouting a serene mountain cabin for our anniversary, a tranquil escape we'd once craved, with crackling fires and starlit nights. I unveiled the photos, heart pounding with hope. Her face barely flickered. Next day, she breezed in with a rewrite. Jake had raved about this coastal resort, all luxury and waves crashing like applause. It wasn't up for debate. She'd sealed it with him already. My vision? Tossed aside like yesterday's news. We went, for 4 sun-soaked days. I watched her snap photos of the horizon, thumbs flying to share them with him. That's when it hit me like a gut punch. I wasn't the trusting partner anymore. I was the backdrop, the steady wallet funding her thrill ride with someone else. So, I quit the role of pushover. But I did it in silence, no fireworks. Drama was her stage. Strategy was mine. First stop, a lawyer, a razor-sharp one a buddy vouched for. 90 minutes later, I had the map. My rights, my risks. The house, mine alone, purchased pre-marriage, a fortress untouched. He guided me on shielding the rest. Next morning, I rewrote it my world. Fresh accounts at a new bank, siphoning most of my earnings there, dripping just enough into our joint ones to maintain the facade. I was forging an exit, one calculated step at a time. I knew the fuse was lit. I just waited for the spark. That wedding last Saturday ignited it. Her college pal's blowout bash, lavish, lights pulsing like a heartbeat. Sophia thrived in the spotlight. Her new dress hugging curves she'd charged to our card without a blink. She clung to Jake's side all night, their laughter booming over the band, bodies swaying in a rhythm that shut me out. I didn't chase her gaze, I observed, heart steady, collecting the last fragments of truth. I sensed the night would seal it. Around 10, I lingered by the bar, chatting with the groom's uncle amid the clink of glasses and swirling gowns. Sophia huddled with Jake and strangers. I caught a woman eyeing her ring, curiosity sparking. "Are you two married?" Instead of a simple no and a nod my way, just steps across the room, Sophia unleashed her performance. That shrill artificial cackle pierced the hum. Then she whispered like sharing a secret. "Oh, I'm married, but not to Jake, sadly." Leaning closer, eyes gleaming. "Not really, though. It doesn't count with someone so dull." The circle tittered, a patronizing ripple. No rage boiled in me, just an icy clarity settling like frost. This wasn't love. It was a farce, and I was the fool in the script. I said nothing, just a subtle nod her way, one she might have mistaken for affection. But it was farewell. Message delivered. I pivoted, strides measured through the crowd, leaving the ballroom's glow behind. Up to our suite, the elevators hum a quiet requiem. The party faded. My marriage dissolved. Time to activate. Update 1. In that dim hotel room, I slipped off my ring, placing it on the dresser where it caught the lamplight like a discarded prop. Staring at it, a weight lifted, as if shedding a mask. I packed with precision, each fold and zip a rehearsed motion. No rush of fury, just method. I wasn't fueled by hurt. I was a operative on mission. Checked out, keys in hand, I drove home through the night, silence wrapping me like a cloak. That 40-minute stretch under streetlights felt like breathing free air after years underground. The constant drag of feigned bliss, of choking down her slights. It evaporated. Home by 11:30. My home. First priority, fortify. I strode to the kitchen panel, fingers flying over the smart system. Her profile? Erased in 2 taps. Codes revoked. Fob nullified. Garage next, manual reset on the entry pad. In minutes, she was an outsider, barred by locks and tech. Then, the finances. At my desk, under the desk lamp's glow, I drained the joint account. Her playground for splurges, bills, brunches. Thousands vanished to my safe haven. Credit card site, her add-on card, bloated with charges. The dress. A spa outing with Jake's sister, luggage for her getaway. Reported stolen. Frozen solid. Her lifeline, severed. The toughest stretch. Her belongings. I'd stashed flat-pack boxes in the garage for this. For 3 hours I purged her presence, detached as a curator archiving relics. Walk-in closet emptied, vanity stripped, office cleared, fabrics folding. Heels clacking into cartons, lotion sealed away. Boxes taped, stacked like sentinels. The house exhaled, reclaiming its calm order. At 3 a.m., a terse email to my lawyer. File it. Then bed, deep, untroubled sleep. The first in ages. Calls flooded in come dawn. Cheerful at first, from the hotel, assuming I'd dashed to work. Then irate, her card bouncing on room service with Jake. Panic next, she at the door. Key failing. I picked up that one. "Alex, what the hell?" "I'm locked out," she shrieked, voice cracking through the speaker. "I know," I replied, tone even as stone. "This isn't a joke. Open up." "No, I heard you last night, Sophia. Telling them our marriage doesn't count because I'm dull. So here's some excitement. You're untethered. No dull husband, no dull house." Denials poured out. A jest, my overreaction, misunderstanding. "Doesn't matter," I cut in. "It's over. Your stuff's in 42 boxes, garage bound. Movers tomorrow to storage, 3 months prepaid. I'll text details. Accounts empty, card dead, papers served Monday. Done." Jake muttered in the back, calling bluff, her night ferrying her home. "You can't!" she wailed. "Already have. Enjoy your life." Click, Block them both. Phase 1. Locked. Update 2. They didn't fade quietly. Types like Sophia and Jake rewrite scripts to star as martyrs. Hours ticked. Cameras caught them probing doors. Jake puffing up for show, even ramming the frame once before wincing at reality's bite. Pathetic theater. Movers arrived next day. They parked opposite, eyes boring in. I fetched mail, then knelt in the garden, weeding under the sun, their stares ignored like background noise. My calm? It burned them hotter than fury. Direct fails led to whispers. Sophia's forte, smears. I became the tyrant, the paranoid spouse crumbling over a platonic pal. Their tale? My wedding meltdown, hallucinations sparking a brutal eviction. Slick yarn. Some swallowed it. Her mom's voicemail hit first, weepy and scolding. Disappointment, Sophia shattered. Me the fixer-upper. Saved it, silent. Then friends barbs, monster, abuser, truth exposers, isolation ploy. But I'd pre-isolated them. I craved evidence. Ironclad. Weddings. Filmed feasts in 2025. Skipped pros. Targeted the bride's cousin Lily. Phone addicted, snapping reels for her feed. Messaged her. Compiling a keepsake album. Need your clips. She shared a folder eagerly. Sifted an hour. Jackpot. Dance floor vid, but background gold. The bar chat. Framed crisp, audio sharp. The query, Sophia's piercing laugh. Her damning line. Not really, though. It doesn't count with someone so dull. 10-second clip. My ace. No viral blast. Precision strike. Group text to elite recipient. Sophia's world? Imploded shards. Penniless, parents frosty, friends ghosted. Jake, pariah, ditched her fast. Waitressing now, crammed in a dingy flat with roommates. Her dreamed glamour? Dust. I sold the house for a clean slate. Snagged a sleek downtown condo, views stretching like freedom. My sanctuary, serene, mine, revenge, not the boot out. It was the mirror, reflecting their lies and disdain. They shattered at the sight. She dubbed me dull. Maybe so, but my world steady, true, tranquil. Hers. The chaos she chased. She awoke solo that morning. But truthfully, she'd been isolated in our farce for ages. I just signed the decree.